Yo, man. Yo. Good morning to everybody. It is Monday morning. Hope everybody is, of course, blessed, whether it's live, whether it's the replay. Yeah, man. Big up to yourself, man. Big up to yourselves, bruv. You know the vibes. You know why we're here in the first place. I was actually just going to record this, but I actually couldn't be bothered to record it and export it, upload it. I felt like that was a longer process than just doing a live stream, and then you guys can just watch it on the replay without any of the edits and all of that kind of rubbish, man. But nah, big up to John. Big up to John in the building. Don't worry, bro. I listened to one of the tracks, by the way. I need to listen to the second one that you sent the other day. But I will shout you after this stream. Big up to my guy, the gaffer. Big up to JJ in the building. Big up to Hakeem as well. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's one of those, man. We've reached a stage now where it's just become a bit uncomfortable and a bit embarrassing. I was trying to find the right words, but yeah, and it's become boring. It's just become boring. I'm going to show you guys something real quick, actually. Something that so this was last year that I did this video. You guys can see the date. That was 26th of October, 2024. Good morning to you, Mustafa. Hope you're doing well. So this is 26th of October, 2024, right? I said Slot is really impressed me so far in these early stages. So if you want, you can go back, watch that video, whatever. I don't care if you do, but if you want to watch that video to see what my opinion of him was back then, by all means. That was the 26th of October. The season starts in August. So we had August, September, October. By that point, you're saying around about 3 months, give or take, of football, right? So first 3 months of his reign at Liverpool, that was my energy towards that. It changed actually just after this game, or maybe even, I think it was just after this game we played Crystal Palace. I can't really remember. But yeah, it was in and around that time. But yeah, when I'm going to show you guys this, right? So this is the 5th of December, 2024. This is when we played against Newcastle. If you guys remember, we drew 3-3, Kelleher, obviously with that whole madness and stuff like that. But here was just a snippet of what I said during this game about a particular part of the team. We're looking at, the midfield in terms of the way that they played. Horrible, absolutely horrible. Each and every single one of them. Jones, why he got that rating, no idea. I think it's just because of the goal. Didn't think he was good at all. McAllister, crap. Gravenberch, that was the worst game that he has had for a long, long time. For a long, long time. He was absolutely dog shit. So that was the 5th of December, 2024. As you guys already know, it ended up just getting dark from that point onwards in terms of the performances, in terms of the games, in terms of, again, just if you go on my YouTube and just type, I think I had to type match reaction. So I think that's what I had it under, right? Just type match reaction, go and watch whatever. Really, just watch any match reaction from last season. I would say from November the 1st onwards. Just watch that. You'll find whatever it is you kind of need to find. Liverpool have not been good since this guy came in, give or take. And I'll give him the first 3 months. I'll give him that. I'll say the first 3 months, you were showing me something. There was something for me to at least be like, oh, you know what, actually, maybe he's actually trying to head somewhere. Maybe he's trying to do something. Maybe we're heading into this kind of realm where our football is going to kind of replicate what is going on in today's game, in terms of how people like to play, how certain managers, the progressive managers that we all rate. So whether it's a Cesc Fabregas, whether it's a Glasner, whether it's De Zerbi, whether it's whoever, these are the kind of managers that we all kind of look at and think, oh, you know what, they play good football, etc., right? Cool. I thought he was heading into that direction. We've now fast forwarded until now we're in 2025. Bearing in mind, those videos are from last year. 2024. We're in 2025. We're even entering into 2026 real soon. And that was what was said back then to what is said today. Big up Flawless in the building, man. I hope you're doing blessed, my bro. Yeah, guys, make sure you head on over to Sarcasm City TV and subscribe to the channel. When we went on the international break, sorry guys, this is just more of a rant. There's no structure to this, so I'm just going to talk for the sake of talking. When we went on the international break just gone, it was, this is almost going to be a reset. This is, all right, even though we've had like 100 of them, but okay, this is the last international break. Virgil van Dijk coming out, big chest as always. Yeah, you know what? We're going to do this. Or not even we're going to do this. It's more about, listen, man, you know, we're grinding, we're fighting, we're hustling. You know what I mean? We're out here. We're actually really putting 10 toes on the ground. Do you get what I'm saying? And we're really trying to make sure that we can stop this rot. And more than anything, to be honest, just show some level of effort. Just show that we are trying to get ourselves out of this kind of situation. Fast forward to 24 hours after that, brother, you were one of the culprit, like not even a culprit, but you were one of the reasons, in my opinion, alongside the rest of the defense, as to why Liverpool lost 3-0. So all this pigeon chest that you keep bringing out, I don't understand. I really don't. I really, 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 really don't. It bugs me when I see people do stuff like this. It actually pisses me off. When I see, when the mandem do it, I don't like it. But just when people do it in general, why'd you come out and you say all of these like kind of like big things, right? And I'm not saying don't have ambition. I'm not saying you shouldn't talk up your things. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just more like, when you've been through, if I've been through a bad patch, right, in my own life, right, if I'm like, yeah, you know, things have been, you know, mad difficult, man. I'm not saying that within myself. I'm not going to sit there and say, I'm not going to try and do more. I'm not going to try and achieve more. I'm not going to, you know, do better, even if it's just one step every day, changing something. And then by the end of it, I'll reach my final goal. And I'm not saying any of that shouldn't happen, right? But you know, when I've just come off a bad patch, I don't know, I've gained 4 stones, 5 stones. I don't know, like you ain't got no money. You're struggling, and like, whatever the case may be, right? If I've just come off of that, brother, I'm going to probably keep quiet for a little bit. I'm probably just going to just shush. Just for a hot minute, let me do something first, and then we can come back to the table and start having these conversations and start, yo, I'm doing it. You don't need to tell everybody what you're doing. We don't need to know that you're working on the training ground. Like I would assume as a professional footballer, you guys are probably doing so. So I'm not even sitting here. I don't care about none of that. We just need to see it on the pitch, because the more you keep talking, the less we are seeing in action. And it's not just him, by the way. He just, unfortunate for him, he is the captain. So it just comes across for him like you're the one speaking. Do you get what I'm saying? You're the one speaking, you're the one coming out, which is probably what you have to do anyway as the captain. So because you're the one speaking, then yeah, it's just one of those kind of thing. But you know, at this point now, bro, it's just starting to get embarrassing. It's just starting to get embarrassing. Like every week, man, back-to-back 3-0 defeats. I don't care that it's against Man City. I don't care that it's against you know, it's against what do you call it? Nottingham Forest. Like, I don't really care, bro. I don't care at this point. Like, we've reached that point now where I'm like, how long? Like, for all the people that think he's going to turn it around, right? And don't worry, guys, I'll get to the comments in a sec. Let me just finish this rant. But for all the people who think he's going to turn this around, by the way, you're allowed to. I'm not here to police anybody. Yeah, I'm saying I wouldn't call you an enemy of the club and that, so you're good. But what I'm saying is, for those who think he's going to turn it around, what's that tipping point for you? Like, how far does it go? Like, is it a case of Liverpool will go on a 10-game winning run, and for you, that means that he's turned it around in that kind of sense? Fair. If generally, by the way, I'm just asking because I just need to understand because I understand from the people on the other side, they're trying to see the manager out now. You get what I'm saying? They're tired of the manager today. So I'm just trying to wonder, what is it for you guys? Like, is there something you need to see? Is it just the winning? If it's just the winning that you want to see from the manager, then it is what it. Then it doesn't really matter who we get in, right? It shouldn't matter, because any manager can just come in, win games, and then you'll be fine with it, right? Because you don't care about the manager in that kind of way. Is it the style of play? Is it the way that I just need to understand, because we're reaching this stage, bro. Like I said, those videos. This is this October of last year. I said, yo, no, these really impressed me. Fast forward a week later, a month later, I'm talking about, yeah, it's not even really popping. Teams playing shit, this, that, and the third, yada, yada, yada. And then we get to the January. You don't even want to see my match reactions from January, because it just gets long now. It actually just gets long. Like, as in, yeah, it just got dark from that stage. I wasn't even really there. I wasn't even really focused and stuff like that. I was just in my own world at that point. I was already thinking about, yo, where's other ways I can make money on YouTube? I wasn't even bothered about Liverpool. I didn't care about what was going on here. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to do this for fun. You've now made it a chore. Like, watching Liverpool in the last few years has just been some chore. And now you've just made it into a thing where it just reminds me of that Hodgson era. It reminds me of those kind of days when man was like, what's that? That's Hodgson was whatever year that was. I must have been in college or something like that, round about them times. Yeah, round about Hodgson times, where I didn't even watch match a day. I didn't even know Liverpool were playing half the time. Like, when I'm out doing my thing, whatever I'm doing at that period of time, I'm just living life. You get what I'm saying? I've now gone back to that, where it's now I'm just living my life. Like, I'm just being a dad. I'm just doing things that I need to be doing at this age as a human being. And I feel like that's where I've just gotten to with Liverpool at this current stage. And that's a sad sight. That's a sad sight. Let me go through some of these comments, man. Big up to everybody, by the way, who's been in the building, man. And again, if you're watching this on the replay, man, I just want to know your thoughts. Maz Mzungu left. Yeah, I don't know. Mustafa, need to see if Edwards, Richard Hughes, ruthless to pull the plug. I mean, they spent 450 million. I don't know. I really, really don't know what they're on. I really, really don't know what they're on, man. Guys, as John said, please hit the like and smash the subscribe button if you haven't done so. 10 man in the chat, smash the likes. Yeah, 100%, man. Guys, please. The like button just really, really does help. It really, really does. Really, really does help. All this pigeon... Bro, flawless. I don't understand, brother. It's just pigeon chest at this point. But the thing is, I'll give him... Like, I respect the fact that he's obviously he's coming out all the time, because he is ultimately the captain and he does have to face the music. But some of the things that he is saying, I am just like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe the media team maybe just look at it and think, maybe we just keep quiet for a little bit. We put our heads down and we just work. Because the more you come out, the angrier people are getting. I don't know. I'm not part of the media team. I'm just throwing suggestions out there. Do you know what I'm saying? After the Real Madrid game, certain fans were saying we are back. Yeah, I know. I saw it. So we are back. We're my gaffer, Dean. No, I'm joking now, but it's like, it's not even that. It's not even that. Because even in those two games, again, I didn't watch the game in its entirety. I just saw the highlights and I just listened to the man them speak about it and stuff like that. It didn't really seem like that much was different. It just seemed like maybe he had tweaked a thing or two. And to be honest, it was probably more due to the opposition and what they were doing. But it's almost like you then had to almost revert back to type when we do come up against, certain teams and the teams that we can't face. Nottingham Forest, we knew it was going to be a tough game. I didn't predict to win it. I think I predicted a draw. I thought it would be 2-2. I generally thought Liverpool would score 2 goals. I thought coming back after the international break, because of all the pigeon chest that Van Dijk was talking, I thought, we're going to, jump saying, it's going to really, really be about what we're trying to be about. And yeah, it really wasn't about that. It really wasn't about that. Guys, make sure you subscribe to FanZone. Big up to Dean. Big up to your cuz as well. Hope you guys are blessed over on that side. I was like this last year. We kept losing, even under Ten Hag. It was really bad. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It feels like when I was chatting to my brethren last year, and he was telling me about like how Man United were under Ten Hag and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, and listening to him speak, I almost feel like I'm speaking like him now. Bearing in mind, my team's just come off winning the Premier League. His team were not coming off of winning the Premier League at all. Do you get what I'm saying? So how are we almost in the identical position? And now, fast forward 12 months later, whatever, Manchester United, they're looking like, even if they win or lose today, they they just look like a different team now all of a sudden. That's weird to me. That's so weird. I just don't see how Liverpool come back from this, keep conceding first. Yeah, I don't know. I really, really don't know. Big up Tyler, man. Fucking hell. Big up to Tyler. Keep going live. The people happy to hear your thoughts. Now, big up, man. I will try, man. I do try. Like, I'll try. But listen, you'll catch me on ends. You'll catch me on there. That more time, that's where I'll drop most of my thoughts anyway. But I will try to, at least once a week, that's the aim now, between now and the end of the year. Once a week at minimum, I will go live and we'll chop it up. We'll just chop it up. Even if it's just for half an hour, whatever, we'll just chop it up. But no, much love and much appreciation for the super chat, man. Big up to your damn self. John saying here, he just needs to bounce these topic of converse around a little project. Bro, they're so boring, bro. That's why I don't do many of these. That's why I don't do many of these. It's boring. What next? How do we fix it? What formation? Who's to blame? And by the way, I'm not blaming anybody, by the way. I understand. Like, I also do YouTube. I get it. I understand. The problem is that it's almost like at what point do we just say, bruv, F the manager, bro? Fuck this guy. And I don't even really talk like that about manager unless I genuinely hate you or whatever. And I don't know you to hate you, but the way you're moving, bro, F you, bro. Like I said, I don't want you here anymore. I don't want you here. I don't want you here. I don't want you here in this institution. I'm getting more angry at the owners because I'm like, bro, you're starting to show that like you don't know what it's like to have money. Like you're starting to show you don't know what it's like to have money. You don't know what it's like to be around the big boys when they splash the cash and stuff like that. You didn't understand that there's expectations upon splashing that level of cash. You win today. You win today, bro. There's no, oh yeah, I'm seeing people, Liverpool lose a few games, all of a sudden, excuse me, all of a sudden, yeah, you know what? It was always going to be a transition. Transition? Oh yeah, but obviously, the rest in peace to Jota, but obviously, because obviously him passing away, and yeah, it's going to be a transition season because new transition. Oh yeah, you know what? Obviously, because he needs to fit Florian Wirtz in, we need to try and phase out the old guard, and then obviously, then the new players can come in. It's going to be a bit of a transition. Bro, shut up, man. I'm not trying to hear none of that. I'm not trying to hear none of that. Big up to all the people, but I ain't trying to hear that. There's no transition. You don't lose games and then all of a sudden it becomes a transition. That's not how it works. That's not even how life works. A transition, you would know it's a transition prior to coming into the fucking transition. There's no, oh yeah, this just happened randomly. It's got to be. No, it's a transition because you know it's a transition. So you're already putting things in place for that transition. At the beginning of the season, nobody said, yeah, this is a transition. Nobody said that. Not one person was saying it's going to be a transition. Not one person was bringing up Jota and was saying, yeah, well, it's going to affect them in different. No one said that. What we were saying, or I say we, I didn't say that, but what people were saying was, we're going to do this for Jota. We got my man's, his peg or whatever, his his shirt and all of that. It's all in the changing rooms. You know what I'm saying? We saw Salah crying at the end of the Bournemouth game, all of that stuff. Now, I'm not here to talk about how they feel about that because I don't know. And of course, I understand that they're probably going to start feeling away. And I get all of that. And that's separate in itself. But you see, when Liverpool started, we're winning games at the beginning of the season. All I heard was champions mentality. All I heard was mentality monsters. We are back. Oh, okay. So this is what it's like to have this amount of money. And we can play Ekatike and we ain't even got Isak yet. Oh, Florian Wirtz hasn't even kicked into gear. You wait until he kicks into gear. Boom, we're going to be fine. Bro, shut up, man. I'm not trying to hear none of that. And I feel like people need to be called out for some of the things that they are saying because it's just not making sense in terms of some of the stuff that I'm seeing online, whether it's on Twitter, whether it's on YouTube. I'm not really understanding. Like, stand on your 10 toes, people. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's got big chest, but you know what I'm saying? When it comes to crunch time, yeah, we're really crumbling. We're crumbling like Liverpool right about now. Stand on your bro. If you said this, you stick to whatever you said. Don't want to hear whatever you've got to say now. That's done. We're done with that. That's the content creators. That's the content creators. I'm now talking more about, like, if we then move on to Liverpool in itself. Brother, I beg you, just leave. Just leave at this point. Savage Kit has been saying it, but we don't like you. just leave. Read the room. You are not that. Bro, I'm seeing people leaving the Liverpool game on the weekend early. I was in shock because the match-going fans are the high and mighty. They're the ones who, you know what I'm saying? They're the ones who are, bigging out their own chest. Yeah, well, I'm a match-going fan, and you know what I'm saying? What I say kind of goes because I go to the games on a regular basis, and I have the opportunity to do so. And cool, them man are leaving though. Them man are leaving early. Them man are leaving early. I didn't watch the game, right? For those who did watch the game at home or wherever you watched it, right? You saw more of the game than the people who was at the game. They fucking left early. Oh my god, that's hilarious. This could be United's. This could be United of last year. Slot not adapting. Semenyo won't fix this mess. Bruv, I don't want no signings. For me, should have been 4 to Forest. The Eagle goal. Yeah, that should have stood 100%. I still don't really get why it didn't. I don't know why it didn't. I hear it. Big up Mustafa and Flawless. Big up K-Mac. Big up to you. Big up G, keeping it real. Yeah. I'm just tired. I'm so tired. I'm so tired, bro. And to be fair, people had asked me why I hadn't done much videos or tactical breakdown. We don't need to do a tactical breakdown anymore. It's just, we're finished with that. It's done. Big up to Anfield Road. Big up to your damn self. Bless up to everybody. Good morning to everybody. I know I started on a bit of a rant, and I know it's early builds and stuff like that, but I hope everyone's blessed first and foremost, beside like outside of football. Big up to Jay. As I said in the summer, the biggest indictment on the manager is that regardless of results, we have no principles of play, no ideology that the fans and more crucially, the players believe in. Jerry still hasn't had an answer to his question that he asked on Enz's show. This was a couple months back. I could be wrong in terms of timeline, but apologies if I am. Jerry would have to let you guys know. He asked everybody, name three. Was it name three, like three principles of his style of play? This was on a call-in show that he did on Enz's channel. Or he jumped on the call-in show. We still ain't got answers to that. That was how long ago? That was, yeah. That's what it's a transition. Fuck that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Like, what are man clinging on to with that scrub? I don't understand either. I think it's the turning around thing. Like, so when we look at it, yeah, right, and people say he's going to turn it around, I'm just trying to figure out, what does turning around look like, though? Like, in terms of, for you, what does that look like? And this is where, again, if you're watching this on the replay, I would really love to engage with people like yourself who do think that he'll turn it around. What does turning it around to you look like? Like I said, if you think it's winning the league, yeah, that's dumb. I ain't trying to see that. Big up, Oscar. Our owners now are making a mistake by keeping Slot. It is going to be too late if they don't. I'm going to say sack. Sack him right now. Yeah. Congrats on being right about being right about a topic. Yeah, bruv, like, it's not about that. That's the thing. I didn't show that. I know you're talking to Jerry, but I didn't even show that to show about being right. Because I feel like we're all trying to be like, I was first. It's not even about that. It really isn't even about that. The point is, what I'm trying to say is that the signs were always there. They've been there. I showed that video to show you that they've been there since last year. The difference is that when you're winning games, no one's really going to talk about it. No one really cares, because you can win enough games and it can just get kind of blown all over. And if you can keep winning games, and I said it at the end of last season, if you can keep winning, if you can keep playing like this shit football, but win games, fairs, that's not going to be a problem, because you're winning games. So it can almost override the fact that the football's not really great, but this is how we win, and it's our way of playing. No worries. But you can't. And you showed it towards the back end of last season. To now, we can see that it's not working. And now it just seems to have even taken just a bit of a nosedive, like completely. I saw this online. I'm seeing that, like, I'm seeing, this is the pass map, by the way, people. This is the pass map between the team, right? This is against Nottingham Forest. Again, I didn't see the game. I just saw the highlights. So if anybody wants to fill me in certain bits that I missed, please do in the comment section. I'm not seeing any passes between the front three. That was my main thing. I ain't seeing much passing. I'm not seeing any passing between the front three. I'm not seeing any passing from quote unquote midfield to the attack. Or any, you know what? I'm not seeing any passing just into Isak. At that point, I don't even know who to blame. That's why I'm like, I don't even care about the blame thing, because who do you blame? Is it the players? Is it the manager? Is it both? Is it more the manager? Is it 70-30? Is it 60-40? 55-45? Like, what is it? Because I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand. Like, what is it? Like, that's stupid. I don't understand. Like, there's there's nothing between that front three. You start Isak. I think he started Isak, right? Yeah, he did. He started Isak, and then Ekatike came on, right? Why? Do you know what I mean? Why? It's frustration that people didn't want to discuss. Yeah. Big up, Ibrahim. Yes, we actually finished. Do you think we even get top four? Ask me again in January. Or sorry, the end of 2025. Ask me again. We were called negative, clowns, pricks by people for wanting to analyze the positives. Yeah. That's why I don't want to do it anymore, Jerry. That's why I don't do it. Like, I'm not going to do that anymore. There's pointless. I don't want to analyze with anybody anymore. I don't. Not demand them, not strangers. I don't want to analyze anything. What's the point? There is no point. We're already at the negative now. They're like, there's no, what is there even to analyze? I don't want to analyze it anymore. Like, just get rid of the manager. I don't care who you bring in. Well, I do care, but at this point, not many people are going to care. And even on that debate, everyone's talking about, but which manager should come in. There's not that many. Bro, we've got Arne Slot. Like, we're not in a position to care about with the type of managers who are available. I'm pretty sure most managers would come anyway. Bar like your Luis Enrique's and all these Hansi Flickses and whoever, like those kind of guys. Yeah, I get that. Why would they leave where they're at? Vincent Kompany, he wouldn't just leave Bayern where he's doing amazingly now to then come to Liverpool. That makes sense. He probably sees them on the same level anyway, which is understandable. But outside of that, I'm not even looking at those kind of managers. Bro, what, you can't chat to you can't chat to a De Zerbi, you can't chat to a Glasner, you can't chat to whoever. There's bare managers out there. I know I just named only 3, but there are actually so much more managers. I know people have spoken about Cesc Fabregas. I'm not really too sure in him as much as I like him and I like his football. Let's take time with it. You get what I'm saying? Because he hasn't really done anything enough. Well, he hasn't done enough for me to warrant being like, you get him in kind of thing. I need him to establish himself a bit more, and I maybe need him at a different kind of club to kind of see what he can kind of do. Unless he won Serie A, like how Alonso had to do something like that in order for Real Madrid to take him seriously, in my opinion. He would have to do that. If he did that, all right, cool. Then I'll start taking you seriously. Making jokes about players getting used to losing is just pure ego. He thinks like this is the manager. This is the manager making jokes about our players losing. This is the manager making jokes and making light of the situation. This is the same guy that is telling people game after game about how he doesn't like their style of play, how their style of play is not really football, how the way that they're playing, the team just haven't really found a way to combat. And the thing is, fans can chat like this, but the management should have seen this. Yeah, of course they can. I mean, of course they should, sorry. Of course they should. I had a conversation with my mates yesterday about Slot. They're telling me it's more the player's fault, even though Slot's setting them up to fail. I can understand that for him. I can definitely understand that. I'm not even going to disagree with that or anything. I can definitely see why someone would say that. That's a good discussion. If it is the players, why are you not dropping these guys? You came with all this, you know what I'm saying? Kwanzaa, you were shit half time, boom, you're out of it. Kirkez, you're shit before half time, boom, you're out of it. Okay, so where's your big chest now? I keep telling you, this pigeon chest stuff is just, it's crazy. It's crazy. Big for nothing guys, boy. Big ego for nothing. Come like the brothers I see in gym. You know what I'm saying? They're wham. I see like wham brothers in the gym. Brothers that if I just looked at, I'll be like, brother, he'd probably punch me up in 2 seconds. These times I see man can't even lift himself up. Can't even put his hands behind his back like this. You know what I'm saying? And connect. Like, I'll get out of it. 18 crosses from Salah and Gakpo versus Forest. 0 completed. Bro, they're both shit. And they're both pissing me off. Gakpo and Thing. Like, drop the both of them. Play Rio, play Chiesa. It really is. It's as simple as that. Play Rio, play Chiesa. Because they're both... Gakpo is just shit anyway. He's a dead player. Keep telling you he is dead. Get rid of him too. Why are you signing him up to a new deal? I have no idea. Christ is not going to save you, my guy. Trust. Christ is not going to save you in this situation. You need to bounce. Salah, you're just shit at this point now. Like, whatever's not... I don't know what it is, but it's just not working for you. So, I need you to hit the bench for a little while. Play Chiesa. Play Frimpong when he gets back. I don't even care. Play Szoboszlai if you have to. Just do something. Carragher even questioned him after... That was after the Bournemouth game. Man done gymnastics with it. But that was after the Bournemouth game. We won that game. But people want to tell me it's transition. All eyes on FSG now. For how long do we keep accepting these performances? I don't know. I really, really don't know. There's bare managers in the Saudi League that could probably do a great job at Liverpool. Saudi League, yeah, it does. Weirdly enough, the Saudi League has probably some of the best collection of managers if you actually looked at the league. Obviously, I know Inzaghi's over there and there's a couple of others, but They do have quite a good collection, which is crazy when you think about it. What makes me laugh is how the fan base are complaining about the options out there. Brother, no one took notice. But that's the point that confuses me, John. No one knew who Slot was. We were all having to do deep dives, watch old videos, listen to these dumb Feyenoord fans tell us about, yeah, well, this is what Arne Slot, yeah, when he comes to Liverpool, trust me, you guys are going, oh, shut up, bro. You support Feyenoord. You support Feyenoord. Bun any Feyenoord fan. Any of you watching this, bun you too. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck did we listen to you for? You support Feyenoord, my guy. Bro, dead that. You don't know what it's like to be at the big boy table. Why did we listen to what you have to say? Bro, bun Feyenoord and bun their fans too, man. Everyone says, who do we replace Slot with? Are they saying that they need? Yeah. Tyler saying, manager market is average, could be dark times if you choose the wrong manager. You're right. You are right. That is probably the only thing that I believe would stop Liverpool from probably just letting go of him now. Because they're probably shook that if they let go of him now, if we get it wrong, you end up going Manchester United route, potentially. You end up going Chelsea route and all that kind of stuff. I do get it to a degree. I just don't care. Like, I don't care. I'd rather you go through 20 managers. I don't care. I don't care. Like, let me at least enjoy the football. Let me at least not come to a weekend and it's now by force that I'm watching Liverpool. Like, I'm a grown man. Like, I'm definitely not going to be forced to watch football. I promise you. Like, it's really not that deep. I couldn't give two shits about the game of football in that kind of way. Like, I'll go and do something else. I'll just spend time with the family. It's clear players do not believe in Slot anymore. Yeah, there's something about that. Big up again, Tyler. Bro, Tyler, much love, my bro. Much love, man. Much love. Honestly. Love, and appreciation, man. I do appreciate that big time. Big up to your damn self. Big up to Mark A. New member, man. New member. Guys, want to become a member? By all means. It's there. It's on the channel. I'm not here to lie to you and tell you I'm going to give you a free t-shirt, because I ain't going to give you a free t-shirt. But what I will do is, like I said, before the end of the year, I want to chop it up with all the members, to be honest. So yeah, if you are a member, before the end of the year, we'll just do a stream where you guys can jump on the stream. I'll put the link in there. You guys jump in. Literally jump in, and we will just chop it up. All things football, all things Liverpool. Get anything you want to say off your chest. You don't need to have your camera on or anything like that. You just come on. We just chat. Maybe something a little bit before Christmas. You know what I mean? Just to kind of get into the kind of Christmas spirit and, you know, all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, like I said, if you're a member, that'll be for you guys. But even if you're not a member, you'll be able to watch the stream anyway. So yeah, like I say, man, but big up to anybody who does become a member. I always appreciate this kind of stuff. And of course, big up to Tyler again for both of the super chats, man. Proper appreciate that. Also Inzaghi, yeah. There's like I said, they've got a very, very good set base of managers in there, which is, like I said, I just find it so weird. Yeah, where are all the Feyenoord fans now? You know what? I saw something the other day, Christian. I saw something about it was like a Feyenoord fan, and he was talking about like Arne Slot, and this was like maybe just earlier part of the season. Anyways, he was saying, yeah, well, you know what? This is what Arne Slot is really like in his second season, and you know, when you get certain what? We didn't hear that. we didn't hear that when we first got him in. No. We need to go back to the videos, because what I was hearing when we got in Arne Slot was, the way he's going to play the football is going to be mad. He proper fucks with the youth players. He's going to get some of your youth players playing some basically like Barcelona B type football kind of thing. Yeah, that's what he's going to get the team doing. So imagine what he does when he comes over to Liverpool. Can he also do that? Oh my days. Like, you guys got Arne Slot. The way they were making it seem to us was like, raw. I feel like that meme, you know that meme that if you watch The Wire, I can't remember what his name is, and he's like, what? Like, we got Arne Slot. Like, you guys got Slot. Bro, you lot are... And then you win the league. Oh, my days. You win the league in your first season. Yeah, it's all game over. Then you spend 450 M's, close to 500 M's, half a billy you spend. And you're getting like, it's like the throwing verts and this guy and that guy, and boom, boom, and you still got Salah, you got Virgil van Dijk, Alisson, you got all of these And it's like, okay, cool, yeah, with whatever. You got the left back player of the year, who was in the team of the season last season. You got all of these other guys, and you're like, oh my days. People are gassing Gravenberg. Gravenberg has been dead, in my opinion. But people are gassing Gravenberg. Oh my days, like he's the best six in the world, and da-da-da. And this is what you're producing, bro. Like this is what we're seeing. And all I keep hearing is fucking excuses. Just excuse after excuse after excuse. There always seems to be a reason as to why something is going wrong. You know, sometimes it's just you. You know what? I put on 5 stone, you know. I put on bare weight, you know. Yeah. But you know what? Obviously, because Mel's stressed. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, yeah, like I lost my hair because obviously man was stressed. And no, you just wasn't taking care of it. I just wasn't taking care of what I needed to take care of. That's on me. That's not on this. It's not on that. Let's strip away the excuses and then just deal with the fact that when you strip it back, it's actually just you. It really is just you. It's just that, because you can also not do that. You can go through a madness and not be depressed. You can go through a madness and not feel a certain type of way. You can just kind of move on. So clearly it's just you. And just be honest about it. That's all I want. Is just be honest, the fact that it's just you. You don't need to come up with this invention and no, it's just you, my brother. And in terms of Liverpool, it's just you. You guys have been shit. The manager has been shit. Drop these players. I'd rather you play some of these younger players. I feel like younger players always show a level of heart. Savage said it the other day, but Trey's just chilling. But you're playing McAllister, Gravenberg, but you're playing all these dead midfielders. But Trey can't get a game. That's crazy to me. Rio scored the winning goal against Newcastle, and you don't even want to give man more minutes. But you're playing Gakpo. Chiesa comes off the bench. I'm not saying play Chiesa for a full 90 minutes, by the way. You can't even start the games. But Salah keeps playing. But even now, I'm saying I'm happy when Salah goes to AFCON. And who thought I would say that? I was thinking, yeah, it's going to be kind of peak. It's going to be kind of peak. Oh, yeah, if Salah goes to AFCON, the way Liverpool are playing now, who even scores the goals for Liverpool now is really the question. But now I'm like, bro, I need you to bounce. I just need you to away from Liverpool for a bit. And then we just need to see how that looks like. Anything Dutch regarding football is on Fraud Watch. Yeah. Bro, Dutch football, you're on Fraud Watch, Rude Boy. You're on Fraud Watch. All of you. All on Fraud Watch. These final fans actually lied to us. I'm telling you, Slot lied to Isak, Wirtz, and Frimpong. I think Slot himself was shocked by the offer to manage Liverpool. Yeah, of course he was, bro. I come from final. Do you think it could get worse than this with another manager? If so, might as well keep Slot because I believe it's a mid. Yeah, 100%. This is what I was saying the other day. Was if it's a case of you just think it's going to get worse, then yeah, it makes sense as to why you would think we should just keep the manager. You know what I'm saying? Because that would make the most sense. Because why would you change it if you know it's just going to be kind of the same and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, final, we're all in chats talking. Yeah, bro, how is it going to go down? Yeah, bro, Christian, you remember? We all, bro, they were telling us, yes, season 1 is going to be like this. He's going to come in. He's not going to upset the apple cart too tough. Season 2, yeah, obviously they didn't know that Liverpool would spend this kind of money. But season 2, that's where you're going to start seeing his style and play. Season 3, these times, have they even seen a season 3? But cool, season 3, this is how it's going to be once he starts getting a few of the young players. Season 4 is when we're going to start seeing Rio, and he's going to start doing... Bro, shut up, bro. Shut up. I don't want to hear from no final fans, bruv. You are all blacklisted. I promise you, Dutch football, you're blacklisted. You're blacklisted. I promise you, you're blacklisted. There's no Dennis Bergkamp here to save you. There's no Robin van Persie to save you. You're all blacklisted. All players are blacklisted. All the managers are blacklisted. Most of your players, in my opinion, are dead food anyway. We've just seen Javi Simons come to the league. This brother looking like Wonder from, big up Rums, what say Wonder from fucking Snowfall. Like, it's crazy right about now. It is actually crazy. So you're all blacklisted. You're all fucking blacklisted. I don't hear about any Dutch players. I don't care about the Dutch fucking national team. I hope you lose every game. Like, you're just shit. I don't want to know. That's what's insane to me, though. Must mean you think all the players are shit. Man, I think they're mostly not shit anyway. In my opinion, it can't get worse than this. I just want a manager with a style of play. I think that's what it is for me. Like, all jokes aside, whatever, all the nonsense that you've heard this morning aside, right? That's what it is for me. I just want a style of play at this point. I just need that. I need something that I can at least, I can at least sit there and say, okay, Like I said, Ruben Amorim has a style of play. It doesn't. I'm not saying it always it's going to work, but you have a style of play. There's a vision. There is something that even the most negative person, myself, can look at and at least say, "All right, cool. He's trying to do something." Do you get what I'm saying? And the thing is, obviously, it's not my team in it, but and I know banter aside, right? Even if I'm just looking at it from a football aspect, but I've got a lot of time for Amorim because I could see it from the jump. I was like, bro, when someone's got a vision like this and they're so determined to make this vision become a reality, bro, I feel like you just got to stick with it, kind of thing. You're gonna go through you're gonna really run through the hood before you come out the other side and you're in the nice areas. I promise you, you just got to go through that first, and then when you get to the other side, you're good to go. You're really, really good to go. But Slot, I just think like you came in, you've come into a team, whether you want to say Klopp's team, like that's up to you, right? I'm not here to really argue about that. You've come in, in my opinion, you played Klopp's football, but just slowed it down. So it's still Klopp's football, but you tried to slow it down. That's what I'll probably say. So I'm not here to take it away or whatever. You won the league last season, so big up to yourself for doing so anyway, right? But that's what I felt you were doing. So from when you've done all of that, I'm like, okay, how do you? Because he kept speaking, and we saw so many tactical videos that he kept doing, and they were, Rio talking. I think Rio spoke to Curtis Jones when that whole Eden Hazard thing and stuff like that started to come out. You had the whole Arne Slot dissecting other teams. I think someone said that in the chat. I think it was John. If it wasn't, apologies, but yeah, it's like everyone's dissecting, everyone's saying, "Yo, okay, boom, 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 boom." Do you get what I'm saying? Everyone's trying to. Wish I could double like this. Everyone's trying to, see, the way Liverpool playing, I wasn't really convinced. Like, I didn't really feel like something really, like, I didn't really feel like it was there. But in the first 3 months, I thought we've got some kind of foundation. But then after that, I don't know, it just took such a nosedive. And I know we can sit here and say, yeah, because he did this, he did. I don't know. I just think it's just more players will just be in the players. We were having a lot of moments last season, like a lot of moments, mostly from Mo Salah, to be fair. And when someone can produce that type of volume in the amount of moments you can have, yeah, I feel like it's a bit easier because then it almost seems like you can almost implement whatever it is that you're trying to implement without it being too, would I say, quote unquote, too hard. Yeah, too hard. You know what I'm saying? Mo had to literally have like this crazy season in order for Liverpool to finish and do whatever it is, that they were able to do. I'm of the belief they can't all be, hence why I believe LFC must drop a club statement relieving Slot from his duties. Yeah, if I'm being honest, no, I don't think all the players are shit, in fairness. I don't like some of the players. Like, I don't like the majority of the players, but I don't think they're all shit, if that kind of makes sense to people. Like, I don't like some of the players that we've got. I just don't like them because I just don't like their style of play, and they're not my type of people in terms of those are my type of players. They're not, kind of thing. But I also don't think that they're all shit. I don't think McAllister is as shit as the way he's been performing really since he joined Liverpool. But unfortunately, you've just not played a style of play that allows you to be that kind of player. Gravenberch, I think, would look better in a different type of team. So Bozolai, I do actually think works really, really well here in terms of what he brings to the team. Gakpo, I also think, would do better in a Manchester United. I think that would have been a perfect place for him to kind of go to, and he would have been able to really thrive, in a team like that. Someone who's not that consistent, but consistent enough for them, if that kind of makes sense. Who else is there? Kanate is Kanate. He's Kanate. Like, it's one of them. Virgil, obviously Virgil. Salah is obviously Salah. Kirkez. I didn't want Kirkez anyway. I wanted a different type of left back. He just was not the person I wanted because I thought Liverpool would go a different kind of way. But I don't think he's shit. That's the man. I don't think Kirkez is shit either. He didn't bro. He made the team of the season. Like he did good. Let's not even act like he didn't. He actually did good last season. Frimpong was coming off of not straight off the immediate season, but he was a part of the team that went invincible. Like, what? Do you know what I'm saying? To me, the squad is the best it's ever been on paper. Yeah, of course. Yeah, in terms of on paper, 100%. You got, well, Isak's my guy. But right now, he just can't play. He just really, really can't play. Yeah, Iraola's one of them. Big up goal ratio, man. That'd be good. I'm going to start with you, GR9. Big up Mark, hey man, much love and appreciation for the super sticker. Much love and I don't even know what that is, super sticker. But big up to your damn self, man. Much love this morning. Yeah, guys, I'll jump off in the next like 5 minutes. Let me even do this from now. Dean will be going live over on Fam Zone TV. So let me just do the redirect from now. So yeah, once this finished, you guys can jump straight into that. I think he's going to be over there with ends. Yeah, over there with ends. So yeah, it'll be redirected over to his stream. Our problem is Salah FC. Klopp and Slot allowed Salah to hijack the club. Yeah, like I said, at this point, just he can. Yeah, when's AFCON? When's AFCON starting? When is AFCON starting? Just like PSG allowed Mbappe to hijack PSG. The thing is, yeah, it's like I agree with you, and it's like I agree. My percentages, I agree more than I disagree. The reason why I disagree isn't because of what you're saying is wrong or not. I don't disagree because I think what you're saying is wrong. I disagree because when you have players of this kind of level, whether it's an Mbappe, whether it's a Mo Salah, I do look at you a little bit, and I looked at Enrique the same way, where I'm like, how come you can't fit him into the team when the player is clearly above the levels of everybody else? Whereas I'll see other managers who are able to fit in players of that kind of ilk. That's where I look at it. But 90%, I agree with you 100%. Like sometimes that person just might be the problem player, and you've just got to get that player out, and then it becomes more of a cohesion, like we saw with PSG, of course, last season. This team is the type Rafa was dying for. Yeah, 100%. Rafa Benitez, rest in peace to Gerard Houllier. Well, imagine if we had these kind of players. Come on, man. Gerard Houllier was my guy as well. Or Slot out before Slot came to Liverpool. Yeah, I hear it. Mbappe was getting 50 goals a season, the moments, man. Yeah, true. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I agree. I do agree with you. I swear that Konate is not that. He has not stepped up once since coming to Liverpool. I disagree because I thought he was pretty decent in. Was it the year that we got to the final against Real Madrid? I thought he was all right in that season. I might be getting I did think he was all right that season. I did. More time, some of them can bounce. Yeah, they can bounce. We smashed 5 past Frankfurt without Salah. He hasn't stopped, and never again we can play without. The thing is, we can definitely play without Salah. I just don't know if the manager's brave enough to do it at this moment in time. I genuinely believe he's just waiting for AFCON, because then I feel like that way he won't need to confront the situation in that kind of way, because he'll be gone. So then it's a bit like, okay, he's out of here. We're going to need to come up with a different kind of style of play and a different way of, well, he needs to come up with a style of play now, but in terms of without Salah, what does that now look like? And obviously where Salah's going to be gone, I think it's a month, I believe. Obviously, depending on whether he gets far in the tournament. But let's just say, I think it is just around about a month-ish that he'll be gone. You know what I'm saying? We're in relegation form. We have good players, but we have 2 to 3 holes in the team. We need a new manager and keep upgrading the squad. Sounds crazy. I'm waiting to judge these new signings because the manager is setting them up to fail. I hear that. I do hear that. That's the maddest thing. Imagine that. We're in November and we're still saying, yeah, but we can't even judge them at the moment. Salah, amongst others, can bounce respectfully, 100. People still think that adding new signings will fix this diabolical situation. It is crazy, 1,000,000%. I think with the players that you've got now, you should be able to. Style of play is all I'm asking for. That's the long and short of this whole conversation. Just style of play is exactly what Liverpool need, but unfortunately, we don't seem to have that. So for me, you just have to leave. You just have to leave at this point. You just have to leave. There's no point. I don't care about anything else. Like, I don't care if you turn it around, because I don't want you as the manager anymore. Unless the only way that I would change my mind is if we start playing the best football you've ever seen, like ever. And I'm talking the best in the Premier. That's the only way and that's me being very extreme about the situation. That's the only way that it will change everybody's mind. It has to be that. It has to be that. It has to be of that kind of ilk. It has to be of that kind of level where we're just like, you know what? Yo, the way that we're playing, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it has to be that. Because if it's not that, just get out of the club, bro. Just get out of the club, because you're not really ready to, to really make these kind of changes. But listen, man, it is what it is. Big up to everybody. Tyler, again. My G. Love, man. Love. love. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that big time. Yeah, like I said, man, I don't know. I don't know. I just think right now, the Liverpool fan base is so split at this current moment in time. Although I do think that that's starting to shift a little bit from what I'm seeing. You know, even the people, like I said, people in the stadium left the game. Just deep that for a minute, people. Liverpool fans don't really do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't really do that. That's one thing I give. We don't really do stuff like that. We left. People were leaving the stadium early. That has to be some level of indication. Come on. Has to be. Match-going fans, you know? You know what I'm saying? Match-going fans leaving the stadium early? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, people. Big up to Tyler every single damn time. Much love for the super chats today. Big up to Mark A as well for first becoming a member and also for the super chats. Big up to everybody, to be honest with you, man. You know what I'm saying? I love this community. I fucks with you guys, you already know. Yes, I'm going to say it now. I'm going to keep to my word. At least minimum once a week, I'll be going live every single week. And then within that, I'll obviously drop videos in and around that. So yeah, just make sure you keep your notification bells on. Like I said, you will be redirected over to Fam Zone where Dean and Enz will be chopping it up in regards to Liverpool. I will be in the comment section. So make sure you guys, yeah, just stay blessed. If anything kind of comes up, if Liverpool dare to lose to PSV, yeah, you thought, you know, I could get dark. People thought I was dark with Klopp. Cool.